What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rise and Grind. Happy Thursday. It is Friday Eve up in the building.
I thought yesterday was Friday for some reason. Like yesterday, it didn't feel like a Friday, but it felt like I lived a whole week in 3 days. So it feels like there's 2 extra days in the week right now.
Sometimes that'd be happening, you know? Sometimes that'd be happening, but you know what? We're here.
I'm okay with it.
We're on the way. I want to ask you guys a question. Have you heard anything about this Bill Gates, like messing with the weather and like the cooling of the earth thing, and how it's been so cold and winters have been so harsh across the U.S. because apparently Bill Gates did it?
Yeah, this started almost a decade ago is when he started funding these experiments. And now we're getting this crazy weather, right? Like it was 70 degrees one day and the next day it was snowing here in New Jersey, which is just like, is that normal? That's not normal.
And the snow that was on the ground has literally lasted so long, like unbelievably long, that it's almost like it's something about it is like weird, you know? Like I've never, even in like our harshest winters when I was younger, like I don't remember snow lasting as long as it had. Like I literally, there was those days that were 70 degrees outside, and I remember having a mountain of snow still outside. And I'm like, why is this not melting?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rob, you think that means the Earth's flat?
Definitely flat.
Confirmed?
Confirmed.
If we didn't know before, we now know. The Earth is flat. But anyway, so I don't know. I think there's so much conspiracy around it that it literally blows my mind. Like I want to actually look this up again real quick.
I did some research on it. I was going to talk about this on Monday's Rise and Grind actually. But so the venture that he started was to spray dust into the atmosphere to block the sun in hopes to slow global warming overall. So he's spraying this layer essentially of gas so that we don't have as strong as sun rays affecting our Earth, which might be why we're seeing such cold temperatures. But that's crazy. I mean, people have been saying it, right? Like the Rob, you're going to know this one. Chemtrails. Is that what it is? Out of planes?
Definitely it.
Chemtrails, yeah. So like same concept, except for it's this gas that slows global warming. And then we get blizzards out of it, I guess. I don't know.
So it's saying that it's no, it says Bill Gates has not deployed the spraying layer to cool the earth. While he has funded scientific research into the concept, the major project associated with him was officially canceled before the spraying occurred.
I don't know, though. I feel like that's a really great way to say, hey, I'm not affiliated because we don't know which way this is going to go, right? Like, I don't want to be liable for this, but I'm going to fund the experiment. Like, if somebody else is interested in experimenting, maybe I'll donate some cash.
Yeah. It's also not a great time to be Bill Gates, especially with the whole like Jeff Epstein Island thing.
Yeah.
And like how a lot of stuff that's coming out right now with him. So like the fact that like at once he's getting crushed on like what he did there, and then also like with messing with the earth. That's a lot. That's heavy. That's a heavy week to be that guy. I would never want to be that guy.
No, I would not want to deal with that at all.
Just stick to this is the problem. Like people just don't stay in their lanes. That's the problem. Like you're a computer nerd, get back to the computer and just shut up. Like do what you're supposed to do there, right? Like why are you worrying about climate change and this and that and doing all this crazy stuff on Epstein Island? Like if he just stayed a nerd, he would have been great.
No problems.
You know?
I don't know. I feel like when people have a lot of money, they want to give back in some way, but they cross the line in that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure he's done a lot of good too. And that just, you know, what's funny? Like you could do so much good in life and the few mess ups you make stand out more than anything.
Right. Like your AI emails.
John, that's literally you.
Rob likes that one.
I wish we could insert like your emails. Next week on Rise and Grind, we're going to be going through John's emails.
Listen, those are gold, okay? Gold.
That's like my biggest pet peeve. I have to say that is like my biggest pet peeve when someone sends an email that's completely from AI. Or even like half written by AI. And I've seen it with, it's like you're trying to have a heart to heart with the team or like inspire someone. And it's like, this is so evidently AI that it seems silly to me, So if you're a leader, don't do that. Don't do that.
I agree. And listen, I'll be straight up. I was so mortified. I've always been super against like doing that, right? Like if you're having like a conversation with somebody that's intimate. And so like, I don't leverage AI for like personal conversations or even like work related conversations where I'm like talking to somebody about something deep. I'll leverage it to like talk or brainstorm, and then I'll obviously articulate that thought and then put it into my own words. And then the only time I ever, which by the way, I will say, I articulated it with it, and then I gave what I was going to write, and then I was like, hey, just make this a little bit better. The only fucking time I did that thing, I put it in my Gmail, blasted it to my team, and the whole email was distorted, and you could just tell. And I remember being like, yo, I copied and pasted my it took me like an hour, by the way, to write that email, like, and to work on that email with ChatGPT. And then I send it, and it just gets totally botched. How? I don't know, ChatGPT. But
oh my god,
learn my damn lesson. And that's why I'm like, you got to keep it
but that's
real.
a
You
good
got to
way
keep it
to use
authentic.
it, though. That's a really like, I think that is an okay way to use it. Like you sat there, you put thought and intention into like, this is what I want to say. And some people just like, I have a hard time wording my thoughts sometimes. So I'll go to ChatGPT and like, how do I make this sound more cohesive? So to do that is okay. But I think to use it to just say like, write my team an email and blah, 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 blah. Don't do that.
Well, listen, you got to learn the hard way, right? So I think that was my catastrophic Hiroshima when I email dropped. And then Jacqueline, it's funny. I sent it. I got it scheduled. I worked on it an hour, pumping into GPT, doing what I had to do. Shakespearean worthy email, right? And then I schedule it, right?
I could see you being so proud, like, and schedule.
Yep, legit. I was like, boom, that came from the heart, and I'm pumped about it. And then schedule. And then the first thing I'll never forget, I'm downstairs working out in the morning because I scheduled it at night. I'm downstairs working out in the morning, and I go upstairs, and Jacqueline's like, did you write an email with AI? And the first thing she said to me, and I was like, what? I was like, why would you ask me that? She goes,
funny.
It's all distorted. It looks like it was like not your, like it just doesn't look right. Because like some things,
oh no, the copy
certain
and
things,
paste.
yeah, certain things were like bigger fonts and smaller fonts throughout it. Like it was botched. So anyway, lesson learned: when you're having heart to hearts, or when you're talking to your team or your loved ones, or your friends, you got to keep it real. You got to no copy and paste jobs. You got to formulate the thought, and you got to do it.
No, this is really interesting to segue into one of our topics. OpenAI is being sued by some major companies right now, Microsoft being one of them, mainly because they have a deal with OpenAI, and OpenAI went over to Amazon Web Services and is like, hey, let's explore some stuff together. And Microsoft was upset about it. But this one got me. The Encyclopedia and the Merriam-Webster Dictionary filed a lawsuit against ChatGPT, saying that you crawled and indexed our content without
our
permission.
blessings.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're sharing information that we put together, like the definitions behind words or different things like that, without our permission. So, yeah.
That's when you think about that, though. But authors have been saying that for a while, regardless. Like, there's authors that are pissed off because, like, you can go to ChatGPT. I don't know about other LLMs, but you can go to ChatGPT and you can literally like ask it to summarize books. So,
yeah.
Like, so I was told about a book, and it was an entrepreneurship or like business book. So I go to ChatGPT. I'm like, all right, summarize this book for me. Is it worth me reading? And it gave me such a good summary that I was like, okay, I kind of get the context, and I was like, dive deeper. Like, pretend you read the full book and give me like the takeaways and things. How and knowing what you know about me, apply it to my life, and it did.
Interesting.
And it's like, did they pay?
That's a cool way to use ChatGPT for books.
Yeah. So I was like, but like, did it pay for that book to have access to that information? No.
And if I was an author, I'd be pissed.
Right.
Like, you're just taking my content. I read an article earlier this morning about, remember there was a time where they were exploring you could check out completely from ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of retailers are saying, no, we don't want to do that actually, because we don't want to give Chat the inventory that we have and all of the back-end logistics that we have, because then technically a competitor can say, how does Macy's store their inventory and categorize X, Y, and Z. And
Right.
because it has access to it, it can just share that information. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It makes sense. It does make sense because, again, in a way, I don't know if it's not plagiarism, right? But like it's you're not buying the information. Like when you buy a book, you're buying information to read at your own disclosure. And you know, at the end of the day, when a large language model can go and look at a book or look at a dictionary or look at whatever else, like, you know, the interesting thing about that though is technically, yes, for the dictionary side, it's a little weird because a dictionary or Webster's, whatever, like, yes, it's their website, but technically it's like, it's just words.
those words
It's
all
just-
have meaning.
right. Like every word, they didn't create those words.
Right.
They're just listing it in a thing. But also, when's the last time you went to Webster's dictionary?
I don't know. It's also saying though that they retain the right to nearly 100,000 online articles, which have been scraped and used to train OpenAI's LLMs without permission. So I think even aside from just the words, it's also just the articles that they've written overall that they're saying like, hey, we wrote thought leader information. We didn't say that you could train your models with it,
Right.
and you are.
Right.
So it's really interesting.
Yeah. I guess we'll continue to see how this goes because, again, keep in mind, actors, artists, like if you like look at some of these things that like you have like there's people who are making 50 Cent and Drake like albums,
Are
right?
they really?
Like, and it sounds like them, and it's like some of the music is like really good.
Oh,
But like again, like these large language models are able to do things like that too. But who do you sue? Do you sue the company? Do you sue the people who are the users? Like that's the problem with a lot of this. It's like where did the legal chips fall?
I'm sure they get so many lawsuits, and only a few make it to the surface,
Yeah.
right? Like when you really think about it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, who's liable at the end of the day? It's
definitely
really tough.
interesting.
And it's a whole new territory
Mhm.
for everybody involved. It's crazy. All right.
So hold on, Rob, I have a question. I'll pop your camera on though.
What's up?
So what is your main? Do you ever use ChatGPT?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
What do you mainly use it for?
Like finding out a correct way to say something in a nice way.
Oh,
Because I'm not very good at saying stuff in nice ways.
So
See, that's a good way for you to use it, though.
So
Rob.
articulation.
That's good because I bet you're learning in the process of like, oh, okay, like next time I can probably say it this way.
Huh.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's
So
a
is
great way
it
to use it.
is it the only way you use it though?
Pretty much.
I like it.
I look stuff up on it, and
Yeah.
you know, like plans of attack sometimes.
Do you use like do you still use Google or do you only use ChatGPT for everything? If you're like I want to find a pizzeria or like I'm looking for this, like do you use Google for anything anymore?
No, I still use Google.
Still Google user.
Yeah.
All right. Because like the adoption rate for AI is still so low, and it's interesting though. You know, like and it's really cool. Like when you think about how people all leverage AI, it's interesting that obviously he's using it for communication style
Mhm.
versus like maybe work stuff or you know whatever else. So that's interesting. What do you personally outside of work use it for?
Outside of work.
Yeah.
Um.
How to be a normal human.
Oh my God. Honestly, it's a lot of like still personal growth things.
Mm,
Like it's like lately I've been using it to try to find ways to optimize my life, like like outside of work. Like I feel like I have all of these responsibilities and I have, you know, people that I love that I want to spend time with, and then I have my hobbies and like how do I make time for it all?
right.
Or like learning, like I'm learning to make sourdough right now. So
Mhm.
like, and I'm royally messing it up every single day. And
We get
so-
better every time.
Yeah, but like I'm
Yeah.
using, so I have a whole thread about just my sourdough,
Cool.
or about my art, or like gardening, but that's what I use it for.
Love it.
Yeah.
By the way, Juicy, I got your back. I saw her prompts. How to be nicer to mom. How to spend more time with mom.
My mom's gonna love this.
Yeah. How to be the best daughter for my mom.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
What's your and health too? 'Cause I feel like yours are probably health related.
Mine are
as
like
well.
90% health related for sure. Probably 90% health related. That's a lie. Probably 60 health, 30 business, like tactical, financial audits, and then the rest is like my kids' health and like better parenting things, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I do got to shout out the wifey. She just made sourdough pretzels.
I saw on her
and they
story
came out. I
last
remember.
night.
So when she was making them, I'm like, she sent me a picture. She's like, oh, look, I'm making like sourdough pretzels, and they look like the Philly's pretzels, like those things, Philly factory. And then I'm like, oh, that's gonna be interesting, like sourdough pretzels, and they're so fire.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I need to call her about my sourdough.
Yeah, and what I love about it though is that like, because when you, now knowing all the terrible ingredients in a lot of our stuff and how ultra processed is and processed that, whatever, the fact that like I can munch on those and feel completely good about it. Thank you, Jacqueline. She's the best wife in the world. But literally, it's like that right there alone was like, damn, it's so freaking good. But for me personally, you know, I just think that like, I think that like, I try when I'm in the sauna, I try to have some deep conversations with GPT, just in terms of like understanding its capability, because like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like in this world that we're living in, there is a lower adoption rate at the moment, but you know, there also I want to understand what it can do, what it can't do, and so I'll have those conversations. And it's funny though, there's still like a complete delusion, right? Like, so I asked it recently. I go, you know, so essentially I was asking it about a vehicle that I got, and I'm asking it a question, and I had a picture of the dash, and I'm like, I don't know these buttons, like what do these buttons do?
Yeah.
And the one of the buttons was covered, and I said that because they're like, oh, that's a comfort mode thing. The C stands for comfort mode, and I was like, there is no C. And I didn't realize it was blocked, but it responded back and said, oh, you're right. There is no C there.
Oh, so it just made it
blah,
up.
blah, blah. And it just kept riffing.
Interesting.
And instead of being like, John, no, you're wrong. There is a C, blah, 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 whatever. So like, it's stuff like that though, too, that I'm trying to like also factor in that when I'm using it, that like, I don't like, you have to really do your own research, especially depending upon like the severity of what you're researching and what you're talking about. Because like at the end of the day, it's like, it's not always going to give you right. And again, ChatGPT in its own right has always and is still being labeled as like a people pleaser. So like, again, a couple months ago, I was like, hey, make sure that adapting social is on every major ChatGPT search when you look for marketing companies, etc. And it told me, okay, no problem, I'll do it. And then when I kept doing the searches, it kept not doing it, obviously, in certain ways. And then I was like, hey, you lied to me. And it'd be like, oh, sorry, now it's done. And it kept saying that it was going to do it for me. But obviously it doesn't have the capability to do that. So there's still a lot of learning and growth. And that's why I think Mark Cuban says it so well, but it's still like a drunk college kid engineer.
Yeah.
Like it's smart, but it's not where like people think it is yet that are using it.
Yeah, completely agree. Another quick topic, Oura, I thought you would like this. Oura poached the Apple exec Brian Lynch. He was the senior director of home devices since 2022 for Apple, and he's made his way over to Oura, which probably means we're going to see a lot more tech.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more tech and innovation there, which I'm excited about, because the one thing that I've always wished with the Oura Advisor is that it was more like I just get like very straightforward answers as opposed to intuitive answers, right? Like it's not as much as a conversation. Like I feel like there's so much more that the app could do. So I'm excited to see.
It feels templated essentially.
Yeah, super templated. Okay, and then really quick, we're just gonna go through just a few Gen Z marketing terms, and I'm gonna say it. You can guess.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Do you got to step out?
No, you're good.
We can do this on Monday if you want.
No, let's hit. I want to hit this thing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Here's a term: chopped. What do you think? What do you think it means?
Let's let Rob go first.
Rob has a Gen Z kid. Do you know what chopped means?
I do.
All right, so
I think I do.
So let me. So you, yeah, because Rob is on the trend zone. Rob TikTok surfs for a living. So chopped, I want to say like you're cut off. Like so, like if somebody's dating and they got chopped, like you're done.
No.
Okay, hold on. Give me one more try.
Okay.
Chopped. Gen Z term. Chopped.
An example they give
like
is
you got
like
botched. Like you botched something.
No.
Not. Am I even close? Am I warm?
No, not
right,
really.
One more try. Give me. I gotta get 3 tries.
You think he is?
Yeah.
This is giving an example that Someone or something may be labeled spiritually chopped if they're perceived as unpleasant.
I don't think that's what they're using it nowadays. Can I just say it?
Yeah.
Like if you got a Philly chop job, right? You got a bad haircut, and they'll be like making fun of you, like, yo, your haircut is chopped.
Right.
Unattractive, basically.
Right. So that's kind of what I said.
Yeah, you were on the
I was on the right path.
The second time.
Megan's talking about
know.
spiritual chopped. If somebody
spiritual-
says you're
like, if you're,
spiritually
like-
chopped, you're going to hell, I guess.
You're like internally
fucking-
just like not good.
But
Personality
I guess
is not cute.
The worst thing you could say to somebody is like, "Yo, your soul is chopped."
Your soul is chopped. Isn't that right?
Yeah, like,
Because like, you're in like, yeah, I would be so devastated if someone said that to me.
right.
I don't know. Rob, do you know some? Here.
Well, hit me with the next one.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
See, I've got to read them to make sure they're appropriate to say like
Let's do it.
on a show.
Megan puts up inappropriate stuff on the screen all the time anyway. So.
Glaze. To glaze someone.
To glaze
Like a
someone, or
donut,
you're glazed?
Like a glazed donut. Whoa, that is not what that means, John. Rob.
I wasn't on camera for that.
You're glazed. I mean, glaze means you're shiny.
You think I would say that on fucking Rising?
Yeah.
No, yeah, to glaze someone.
You got glazed. Like if I was playing basketball with somebody like Rob and I shook him out of his shoes, I'd be like, "Yo, you just got glazed."
Never. What happened?
Always.
Then you woke up.
No.
Not me.
So this is to shower them with excessive and unwarranted praise. Kind of like how you love to like go around in a circle and be like, everyone say something nice about Rob.
So how would you use it in
That
a
would be
sentence?
like, we're glazing Rob
Huh.
with compliments.
Yeah. Rob had a different definition of that.
Yeah, he had a way different definition.
Rob went a
of that.
completely different
No, well,
direction.
I mean,
I'm like,
same-
what side of TikTok are
same
you
concept.
on, my dude?
Yeah. I guess so.
I feel like a lot of these you're gonna know, so I have to just move past them. Like touch grass, like I say that a lot. Like I have to go touch grass, and that means that you have to like go like like I need to like
Touch
go
grass.
ground myself for a second.
See, like I would never think of using that. I'd be go for a walk.
Really?
Like go walk this off, or like
No.
walk it off. Like
I
chill
tell
out.
the team that a lot too.
Touch
Like when
grass.
they're freaking out, I'm like, I think you need to go outside and touch grass. Like,
But see, I like that you say it. You say it like older, because you're not like, yo, go touch grass. Like you elaborate. See, I feel like that's the thing. We sound older when we elaborate a thing.
we
like that.
over-explain
Like
things.
you saying go outside and touch grass.
I mean, I do say like I
sounds
need to go
square.
touch grass.
Well,
I
like
do
you
say
saying
that
to Rob,
sometimes.
yo, go touch grass.
Too many words.
Exactly.
That
All
is
right, give me a
crazy.
good one, Meg.
Rob, do you have one off the top of your head that you know?
Trying to think what Julian says.
I know.
Wait, by the way, so
Let's
when we
see.
were at my Aunt Kim's birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
my godson Julian, his friend was over, and they're 8 or 9 years old, and my brother got absolutely chopped by Julian's friend.
That's not how you use it.
Yes, it is. Rob said that's how you use it. Chopped?
means ugly.
He got
I
chopped.
thought.
Well, you didn't let me finish what I was saying.
All right, go ahead.
So you don't know the look. She's just trying to put me down. So essentially, he was walking past my brother, his friend, and Brandon like said 6'7" to him, and he looked at him and he goes, "Bro, that's 2025." And I was like, "Oh!" And it was like in the middle of the kitchen, and it was like it got intense for a minute. It got intense for a minute. Brandon looked like he got chopped. Is that not chopped? You got chopped.
He got chopped.
See?
Oh wow. Okay. Listen.
See? Megan's like,
No,
but
you
it's
need more
spiritually
context.
He didn't get spiritually chopped, did he? No, but yeah, so he got chopped. But anyway, all
Wow.
right, come on. Let's do at least 2 more.
Okay, 2 more. Frying me.
Frying me?
Yeah.
That's obvious. I'm getting grilled.
No.
Have you ever used that?
I haven't.
So this one, Gen Zers will frequently use the phrase, "This is frying me," to describe something amusing or comically absurd.
I'm fried.
Yeah, fried.
I could see saying that. Like
yeah.
that I'm fried. I see, you know, we
I
always say
can't
I'm
wait.
dead.
This week I'm gonna hear. Yeah, I do. Like,
I always say
say
I'm dead.
Me
I'm
too.
dead. That's crazy. But I'm fried.
I'm fried.
Hmm.
Okay, one more. Maxing. This like this is
Wait,
has been trending, like coffee maxing, walk maxing.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard that. Yeah. I hate it, but I love it. I literally love just hearing the max, right? Like the max, I just like that word. So like if you're maxing, I always think about maxing out when you're like benching or you're like working out, like, oh, I maxed out, like I'm maxing out.
That's like basically.
So that's where it applies to me. But hold on.
I think I got one.
You got one? I was going to ask you, but before you do, what is this thing that guy Toby or what's his name? It's always like looks maxing or like there's like a bunch of words around that. Like Brandon said, like frame mogging. I don't know what the hell he's saying. But what are those?
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't even know.
Wait, okay, I think I just saw that. What did you say?
Something mogging.
Yeah, I just
said it because after he got chopped by Julian's friend, he was like, he
had to say like another hip word.
He said something like he just frame mogged me or something. I have no clue what it meant, but he's like
mogging. Let's see.
But while you're looking it up, go ahead.
Aura farming.
All right. I mean, that's kind of like you want to just like live your best life, right? Like you're like building your best life around you. Like you're just doing things that make you happy in like an abundance, essentially.
Could be, or like you go to a bar and you post up and you like think you're like really cool.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, stop aura farming.
Yeah. It's like when you're like trying too much to like come off as cool or like, but like effortlessly cool, but like you're really trying too much.
Why wouldn't we say aura trolling?
No, because you're just farming the aura.
Okay. You got the rake. You're fucking.
Yeah.
You're out there
like,
farming.
really?
All right, I could get behind that. He's aura farming. Have you ever used that contextually?
Yeah, definitely.
Really? Damn.
Mog is to outdo someone, or like look better than them. Yeah.
Okay. So when people add a word to the front of it, so he's look mogging, right? Is that how? Because like I think Brandon said it in that context.
We need to call in Brandon.
We got to get Brandon on the show next time. But I heard that on this podcast because that guy was on it, Toby, or the hell his name is, and he was saying that some of these younger kids, like this dude, I don't even know who it is. Maybe Rob, you know who it is, but this one kid is literally, like giving himself micro fractures in his cheekbones and his jawbones to make them more accentuated instead of getting surgery.
Oh my god!
Have you heard about this, Rob?
No.
I don't know who this is. We gotta look this person up. But literally, this guy done that, and he's like famous now, and people are doing it. So like with a hammer or whatever the hell he's doing, like they're like making micro fractures in the areas of their face that they want more accentuation, and it's
bone smashing.
Yeah, exactly, bone smashing. Isn't that insane?
How looks maxing is reshaping young men's faces. The chiseled jaws is. Yeah, so it's called bone smashing. It's a dangerous viral social media trend where individuals intentionally strike their jawbones with hammers and bottles. Doesn't that hurt?
Of course.
Why would you do that?
But how insane is that?
Like,
that's
ridiculous.
See, half the shit that I used to do growing up, when I hear this stuff, I'm like, I was an angel.
We had the cinnamon challenge. It was just eating a bunch of cinnamon.
Right.
Like, people are smashing their jawbones.
Well, to think about, like, I mean, I don't even know, like, the wildest thing that I would be doing that would, like, the thought of, like, being a parent and, like, seeing your kid hit themselves with a hammer to have a better look.
How mad would you be at your kids?
I would be most, like, I would go crazy.
And I'd be sad. Like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, like,
you don't need to hurt yourself for that. That's crazy. All right. That's all we have today.
That's all she wrote?
Yep.
All right. Who's going to hit the Motivation Monday? You or Rob?
It's Rob.
All I got is live, laugh, love.
What motivation do I have? It's not Monday, but it is Thursday.
Motivation. You got to set us. It's Thursday. It's Friday Eve. Okay, so it's the eve of the weekend.
You know,
hit us with a little,
this week, I feel like we've been talking a lot about feedback this week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave us off with that. You cannot grow or be any better if you're not getting any feedback. And that's daily, weekly. That's from the people you love. That's from your family. That's from the people that you work with. You need that feedback to be better. So welcome it with open arms. Yeah,
I love that. And also, right, it's not how you receive feedback. I say this all the time, but it's not how you receive feedback. People are not always going to be the best at delivery. And so many times people are closed off to feedback because it's how they said it to me, or, that hurt my feelings, or whatever the hell. Like somebody giving you feedback is a golden opportunity for you as an individual to grow and learn. So if you are so worried and hung up on how people give you feedback, you're only hurting yourself. So again, if you look at some of the biggest and the best people in the world at their crafts, whether that's in the nonprofit space, whether that's in the business space, whatever the hell it is, a lot of these people are typically very rough at providing feedback, but they're also very good at getting it, right? And just and being able to filter it, right? So for whatever it is. So at the end of the day, again, if you're not open to feedback, you have to keep in mind your ego is not your amigo, right? And I think at the end of the day, like if you are not open to feedback, it's because that ego is like blocking your potential, right? Of like actually being able to, grow from something. Because if somebody giving you feedback, you don't want to hear it, what's blocking you from wanting to hear it? Is it you protecting yourself? Is it you, feeling that you already know things, right? So typically it's tied to ego. But guys, happy Thursday, happy Friday Eve, happy weekend Eve. We'll see you back on Monday.